organized crimes. Probably the evil plot against me mere includes false allegations, abduction of documents sent to me through post offices, or other valuable items that were sent to me, further attempting to prove me non-appearing defaulter of law, obtaining decree to obtain powers on my privacy, plotting conspiracy, looting my earned income, and forcing me to strive to death. I have recently also observed that the bank account details and the balance were not updated to me. Someone else is accessing information related with me and manipulating the things as per their own convenience, only to steal the opportunity and my privilege. I don't know exactly who is the person and what are their intentions, but their evil intent must be traced and they must be punished. But it appears as doctrine of lapse, which is heinous crime against constitutional liberty of an individual. The known person to law, which is still non-recognito to me, should be subject of reciprocation of the impossible sanctions. As I infer about indulgence of organized criminals, my fundamental rights should be conserved. The enemy should be prosecuted and punished. I should be given compensation and immunity against any further such criminal conspiracy against me. For example, Sola and Shabnam is a good movie. I have seen it in the house of Maleshwar Bhai, Kansi Vishwakarma years ago. That's all I could recall. There are past experiences of our life which we forget with due course of time. And similarly, people will plot conspiracy. They will steal the opportunity. They will exhaust the your earned privilege and properties, and they will utilize it for their own sake and development, and you will struggle with your misery and scarcity only due to their evil intents and interventions. It's the ill fate of democracy that on the name of Lord Ram, some criminals are prospering. On the name of Ram, so here I would like to mention that it's an ill fate of democracy that on the name of Lord Ram, some criminals are prospering by robbing the property of rich men and killing them decades after independence. That you take salvation, you observe aesthetic like, and whatever you earned, you just give it to me. Whether it is ethical, whether it is according to the mandate of law. If someone is obeying some religious practice, does it mean that the person should leave everything or gift or donate everything on the name of religion? Such kind of orthodoxy crimes should be restricted, because it often happens that if you will pursue for your religious development, people will plot crimes against you, that whatever you are earning, they will aspire to loot everything that you gift or you donate everything to the temples. Does it mean some sort of like justice or renunciation of religion, or it's a heinous crime against humanity? You can't loot properties of people. You can't force them in such a manner that you have stolen their property, you have seized their property and forcing them. This is heinous crime against humanity, and such practices are being practiced in India. It's an ill fate of democracy. So I would like to paraphrase here. It's an ill fate of democracy that on the name of Lord Ram or other saints, some criminals are prospering by robbing the property of rich men and killing them decades after independence. refer as British ascendant Bahadur Shah Zafar. I refer to the incident related with Rani Lakshmibai as the property of the kingdom was abducted and she was mere given a stipend for her survival. Theory of conspiracy of orthodoxy in the name of religion prevails. A few people aspire to repeat Kakori train loot in independent India. There are regional disparity still exist in India that people hates citizens of India on the basis of their origin. Indian citizens from Bihar, from other place, migrates to other states for the sake of education, for the sake of their employment. But due to the organized nexus of criminals and regional disfavor, they suffer such kind of hatred that unwanted restrictions are imposed on their occupation of the place or profession. People plot conspiracy against them so that they can only feel the suffering and deprivation instead of being supported for their development and prosperity. There are another aspects about psychological science of dreams, whatever we see in our day-to-day life and reality or watch on information and communication devices are integral components of our dreams or the thinking process. Films and television serials, Dharabahik, are the source of informations which could facilitate the observer to learn about the sequence of activities, the sequel of dialogues, and they aspire to repeat it. And similarly, false allegations could be imposed. People could be trapped of such kind of dilemma that creates hurdles to their life. Such aspects of investigation should also be taken into the consideration. However, there are also certain superficial and imaginary sequence of vivid visuals and conversations among unknown characters which constitute the dreams or the thinking process. So the mental makeover of the individual should be traced properly, as it happens in several instances when an individual could talk while asleep. Conscious, subconscious and non-conscious state of our existence determines our thoughts and feelings. Attentive segregation of our acknowledgement on stimulus determines our conscience to differentiate between illusion and reality. Superstitious perceptions may appear miraculous, but context of real life situations are determinants of the being of an individual. Greetings of Baisakhi 2023 from Chandan Kumar Mishra. I am a research and development writer on life particles. I wrote in on 14th April 2023, and the journey of this research and exploration continues. In my personal life, I may be suffering. I may have interaction with my local peoples, but if you will genuinely consider my intent, my approach for social development, for sustainable development, then you can find the relevancy of my contributions for considering my appeal to release my genuine payments. Thank you.